Hello, all, and good evening. My name is Mindy Sams, and I will be presenting the findings of my final analysis in reference to management restructure and bringing small business leadership to the 21st century. I dug into the structure of a local family owned communications company of 35 years. In my research conducted for the analysis we recently submitted, I learned that many small businesses struggle with the ability to obtain management structure that's successful. Without this, a business can experience detrimental financial outcomes and a loss of productive and revenue producing employees. In this particular company, I found that there is what I like to call an old way of thinking and management hierarchy implemented that has stagnated over the years. Without consciously or outright saying, women are at a glass ceiling, tenured and family are given first dibs on positions whether qualified or not, and self-preservation is a thought over business. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics states that most CEO and upper management in the U.S. are predominantly baby boomers. Middle management's packed with Generation Xers, and this presents a struggle between leadership and culture and changes in society with large and upcoming workforce millennials. There are many steps to take in analyzing a current management structure. All major changes require strong project leadership. A project leadership team should be appointed with members of senior status and expertise with existing projects. Dedicated time should be allotted to work on these. Next, the vision and end goals need to be decided clearly and clearly defined to employees. Consider reasons behind restructure and look at target costs, which can assist with these decisions. Communication is key at every stage of restructure, and this avoids confusion and rumor. Your leaders and team will need to understand why, what, and processes that will be followed. Help your team visualize the upcoming changes. At times, people can assume even the worst in absence of information. Again, communication is imperative. Even with bad news, you can control how it is communicated. Fourth, your managers require support and skill to succeed. Supporting from all areas for managers, leadership teams with briefing notes, meeting minutes, coachings, ongoing trainings, and reinforce instead of contradict formal messages. Transparency is important to a healthy structure. Another important step is to consult and engage your employees in the transition. Open consultations, brainstorming sessions, surveys, all these suggestions can help them to feel heard and understood. This helps understand roles and improves inter-office communication, also raising the level of employee engagement. The culture of an organization is shaped and built by behaviors that are tolerated and rewarded. The performance management system, progression, and reward policies should support the desired culture. The change fundamentally will not happen unless behaviors within are changed. This again is based on what's driving your restructure. There are many obstacles to successfully restructure. This includes politics around tenured, family, and long-serving employees. If these obstacles are not addressed courageously, middle management and employees become cynical, and this can slow your process and requires remotivation and re-engagement to new effective structures. Difficult decisions do have to be made, unfortunately, to keep the right people, cut the right costs, and carefully consider the future. Using assessment, competency reviews, and other validation tools, this can assist with who should stay rather than who needs to go. This can be a more positive take to potential layoffs. Again, open communication is of utmost importance every step of the way. Be gentle, be honest with answers, and abrupt to removing questions. Your staff will have appreciated your honesty, and this starves negative rumor mill talk. Allow plenty of opportunity and time for asking these questions and for answering. With open communication, take your employees' suggestions, ideas, and thoughts with constructive criticism to heart. Listen to their concerns about the current, upcoming, and future changes. Ask questions to show you're interested in the concerns, and be open-minded and evaluate the concerns with all the pros and cons. The physical restructure is really just the beginning of the change, and this can be scary for some. When appointing people into new roles and affecting redundancies that others can be uneasy and unsure of their jobs, these insecurities need to be encouraged and reassured again with open communication and open door policy. Once these physical changes are achieved, the energy levels put into the project can slow, then things can revert back to business as usual. This isn't a successful restructure until the changes deliver the benefit in which has prompted it in the first place, and this does take time. Success, celebrate it when it happens. If the restructure is a prolonged period of time, acknowledge milestones along the way. This can remind your employees of why the restructure is necessary to begin with. That gives them a clearer understanding of the goals and helps them to stay motivated to continue to achieve and jump hurdles of the restructure. In the end, it's not about millennial generations, but creating the right work culture, one that boomers and Generation Xers should have demanded for years. The work culture should utilize and value the individual for their unique strengths, continually communicate, and take time to thank and recognize ones for making their time at work count. The quote that I have on here is one that I've often remembered and worked towards when building my career, my school career, and also life in general. I felt this was appropriate to share based on our accomplishments in the master's program as well as hopeful leaders in the mindset. Change is in the right hand to results. Thank you for participating, and I'm glad to share my research with each of you. I hope that some of this information can be used to assist with more improved ways of thinking from the workplace for each of you as we move forward in our careers and lives. I wish much success for each and every single one of you. Thank you again.